I had very recently placed a big amount of photos at the Museum of the City of New York on my outside, my street photography. I thought that was it. I'm good now. And then one night, I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God, in 100 years, people will go to the museum and they will see all those photos of, whoa, look what New York used to look like, and no idea who lived inside those buildings. And I thought, that's my next project. I'm going to go back, I'm going to go into people's homes, and I'm going to take their pictures with all their stuff. And I started in about 3 days. So I tried with a few friends first, and I thought, I'll go on social media, I'll put a call out, anybody who wants to, to do this. But I never had to. Everybody had another friend, and before you know it, people were sending me an email with a picture of their house saying, could you please put me in the book, I got my bag, and I would go to people's house, and they would open the door, and I'd be like, hi, let me look. And I would walk in their house and just quickly, some places I was only for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. I shot about 125 people. When I moved here in '83, this neighborhood was all tenements. The first apartment I ever had a bathtub in the kitchen. And when you tell people that, they're like, what? And you're like, yeah, that was a thing. And they were all exactly the same. It was the tenement buildings, right? I discovered that you can never tell, ever, what is inside from what is outside. I would, meet periodically famous people or people that were very wealthy, and you'd go to their place, and the outside of the building would always, not always, but often be a complete dump. And then you'd walk into these fantastic apartments. They don't want their building to look nice, especially in those days. You'd be robbed, you'd have people breaking in, so that was just fine. One lady in the book, she had a tiny little room, her and her husband got this little apartment, Upper West Side, years ago when they first were starting out. And over the years they had some children and they needed more space. They looked around, they couldn't get a bigger apartment. So an apartment came up for rent in their building. They took it and they raised their family in 2 apartments. So the kids spent their whole life in their pajamas going up and down. They slept up and their living room was downstairs. How funny is that? I don't know that things will ever be what they were before this. The project is sort of a love letter to what now is a time gone past.